Hi, now I'm going to show you how we can download and install Codeblocks IDE in your computer and how we can compile and execute your program using Codeblocks. Codeblocks is easy to use, easy to install as well. Just go to www.codeblocks.org and /downloads. It will take you to the download page for the Codeblocks IDE. Here you can find the link binaries on the left hand pane. Click on these binaries under downloads and choose your operating system accordingly. You have different options here. For Mac OS, you need to go to Mac OS X. For Windows, click on this Windows options. Now if you are in Windows, just click on this Windows link. Here there are two variations. One is the IDE only and another is the IDE along with the compiler. If you're not sure that whether the compiler is installed in your system or not, then just go with the second option. This main GW is the minimum GNU for Windows. That's the C compiler that you need in order to compile your program. So that is bundled with this Codeblocks. You can just install this and click on this Barley OS or SourceForge.net for downloading. I'm clicking on this SourceForge. And then the download will start eventually, and just save the setup file and double click on that setup file and follow the steps. You will have Codeblocks in your system. So I'm not downloading this for my machine because this is Mac, so I'm going for the Mac option. Here you can just click on this Mac OS X and this is the Mac option for Codeblocks. So just download this Mac zip. You'll have the archive file that contains the Codeblocks setup. Double click on that DMG file within this zip and follow the steps and you will have Codeblocks in your system. For Mac OS, you need to install the compiler separately. It's not bundled with this Codeblocks setup. For installing the compiler, I have already given another tutorial how you can download and install Xcode command line tools, and do that prior to installing this Codeblocks. So click on this SourceForge.net and download Codeblocks for Mac. The download will eventually start. You need to save that zip file in your hard drive and extract, and you will find the DMG file within that. Just go with that, follow the steps, and Codeblocks will be installed in your system. So that's how you can download and install Codeblocks. Now let me show you how you can compile and execute your C program from within Codeblocks. After installation, you will find the Codeblocks icon here in the Launchpad. Double click on this and the Codeblocks will start. So here is the Codeblocks IDE. From within this Codeblocks IDE, you can develop your program, you can edit, you can compile, and you can execute from within this environment. For starting a new project, just click on File and then New and then click on Project and then find the console application here in the categories list and then double click on this, click on Next, click on C because this is a C project. If you are interested of doing C++ project, then it should be C++, and click on Next. You need to provide a title for your project. Say I'm giving Hello C, and this is the project file name. That .cbp is the extension for Codeblocks project, and this is the location where this Codeblocks project is going to be created. That's under my student folder, which is under my home directory. You can choose a separate directory if you wish so, just by clicking on this browse button. Let me show you once more. It's there. Just click on this button here and this will just give you the choose file dialog box, and here you can choose the different location according to your needs. Say I am choosing this C test, so or I can choose any other folder according to my wish, so the C code will be fine, and I'm clicking on choose, then click on next. It's actually showing the compiler, the different option of compiler. By default it is taking as GNU GCC compiler because that has been installed in my Mac system with Xcode. So I'm clicking on finish. It's done. You can see the project window on the left hand side, and under that you have this workspace. That's the project workspace containing your project, and within that you have this sources node, and under this the main.c is already written by Codeblocks. So this is the main.c file that's going to print hello world. That's the program that we have already compiled and executed with NetBeans IDE. Now I'm doing it with the Codeblocks IDE. So in order to compile and execute, just click on this button, that is the run button, or you can just go to the build menu, click on build menu and find this run, and this is the shortcut key. In Windows the shortcut key could be different. If you are clicking on build and run, then it will, first of all the program is going to be compiled and then it will be executed. If you click on run for the first time, it will be compiled and executed, but on second and subsequent time it will not compile, it will only execute the program. So this is build and run going ahead with that, and you can see that the program is running with this window and hello world is printed. So this is the console window. You can see that the console window is here and we have our output printed here. So that's how you can download, install and create a project with your Codeblocks IDE, and you can, and this is simple to use. I will encourage all the students who are new to the programming world to use Codeblocks instead of NetBeans. But I will be using NetBeans throughout my tutorial. That's not a problem. C will remain same. As far as the syntax of C is, that is independent to the interactive development environment. You can use any interactive development environment according to your choice. That's not a problem. Thank you.